Good evening, everyone. Excuse me, good grief. Pardon me. I've just eaten mince pies. That's why. 6 almond mince tart pies. Lovely. Anyway, it is the 27th of November, Friday. Not long till Christmas now, everybody. And it is currently 20 past 10. And yes, I'm still up. Troy's playing a game. And I'm doing, well, look at that. Got a crumb on the inside. I'm doing one of my tatty teddies. Whee! I haven't actually been doing many of them. I've been trying to get the house organised. Excuse me a second, guys. I've got any chai for Christmas. The kitchen is near enough done, walls and that cleaned and stuff, and we've got more lights and stuff outside. Obviously, the hallway totally needs redecorating. But sorry, that's Troy singing. But it's going to have to wait because I've got a load of I can't speak. A load of appointments next week and the week after, and maybe the week after that. I'm just waiting for a phone call. Oh, it's Friday, isn't it? She never got back to me with an appointment. Anyway, what it was, the Yorkshire Clinic phoned me up the other day and said, "Are you okay for Friday for your appointment?" And I went, "Friday appointment for what?" She said, "Have you had a letter?" I went, "No." She went, "Oh, they wanted you to come in for a COVID test, swab test, and some bloods." I says, "Right, I've not had a letter." I said, "And what's the reason for that?" She says, "Because you're supposed to be in on Tuesday for an iron infusion." And I was like, "Well, I've had no letters or anything." She said, "Do you know the amount of people I've phoned up today and they've had no letters?" So we've had to shuffle around and rearrange because I've got other appointments. So end of next week, I'm going for the COVID test, which I'm not looking forward to because they're doing it. The blood test, and then the week after, I've got to spend an hour and a half having an iron infusion because I didn't know from my last blood test that my iron was hitting rock bottom. And she asked if I was still tired. I says, "Well, I'm tired constantly anyway." So, and she said something about my CPR levels high. And I said, "CPR?" I said, "I thought that were to do with, when you're resuscitating somebody," but I actually Googled it and it is something to do with whatever, I don't know what it said. So then I phoned the doctors today to get a phone call, and it was about whatever time it was, and lady doctor phoned who I've not spoken to for ages, and she said, I were on about my legs. They are in constant agony. I'm like an 80-year-old who's needing a Zimmer frame to help me walk around, but I haven't got a Zimmer frame, obviously. Every time I move, every time I stand up, every time I sit down, but I'm still having to do things because I can't just sit and rot away. So she says, "Well, this is where it got me and Dave." She says, "Well, you were put on duloxetine, weren't you, not long ago?" Like, duloxetine? And I thought, yeah, I was put on it 14 years ago next year in January for my depression. But I didn't say that to her. I says, "Well, yeah, I'm on duloxetine." So obviously, wasn't looking at my notes and how far back and the reason why I was put on duloxetine when she knows I've got a history of depression since I was 18. So that baffled me and Dave and got Dave riled up, and he went, well, I won't even repeat what he said, shall I say? Well, I won't repeat. But anyway, he goes on and on about, because she wants a Doppler doing on both my legs, both bottom of my legs and stuff, because one of my legs is discoloured and everything. And he went, "How long's this going to go on? You've been under haematology team for 6 years. They've done more than one Doppler." I said, "No, actually, they've only ever done one Doppler, and it was only a couple of years ago." He said, "You just go around in circles with them. They never find anything, and then you're back to square one." I said, "Well, she did say she would refer me to a vascular clinic or something or other, if they couldn't find anything. And then I was on about the lymphedema, and she says, well, it's not been verified yet. I says, well, the doctor said it was, who phoned me up and looked at my legs from the out of hours. And she says, no, you need tests. So I'm like, I just quit at that point. Do you know what I mean? I thought, I don't know. I'm just a medical mystery. So I'm just chilling out watching, well, I don't know whether to stick with it at the moment. I'm on the second series of 13 Reasons Why. I have started watching The Crown and I'm on the second one. And I'm sort of lost in it because I don't follow the royal family. So I'm sort of a bit lost in it at the moment. But everybody is saying it's good, so I will get back to it. So anyway, guys, on that note, I am going to have my decaf coffee. Carry on with a little bit more of this. See if I can get back into 13 Reasons Why. And if not, ditch that. Maybe go to Riverdale. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, hope everyone's going to have a wonderful weekend. All stay safe and try and stay well. God bless. Good night.